Hey, this is Ricky Kennerly Cichlids, and we're going to touch on a topic that most of you've not even heard about. It's going to be able to help your aquarium stay healthier, and it's going to increase your knowledge of the hobby, the aquarium hobby. And what is that? It's something that breaks down your ammonia, nitrite to nitrate, and just keep things looking great and healthy. So what is that? Most of you think that, which you've been taught, and I have too, so don't take offense to this, that your bacteria in your filter is breaking down your waste. But there's research out there that states and shows that it's actually microorganisms called Archaea that's breaking down your waste from ammonia to nitrite to nitrate. Living creatures, very small, and it will help keep your aquarium healthy. Now, I don't know if all of you've had this, but I've had a crystal clear aquarium and my fish were dying. Now, this was at times when I didn't know as much about the hobby, but crystal clear water doesn't necessarily mean your aquarium is healthy. So the Archaea has been researched mostly since like 1977, so it's relatively new. It's actually been researched, as some of you have already been born before that was researched, but it's showing that most of your freshwater aquariums have these microorganisms, and actually the bacteria that is stated that breaks down the waste is not even in your aquarium. Now, if you don't want to hear what I'm saying, just research it. Google it, Archaea. You got the spelling on the title, so you'll know what to look for. Lots of articles to back up what I'm saying. They build up in your filter. They break down the waste. They make it look good and keep your fish healthy. Now, a lot of research also in recent years, just the last few, is that oxygen helps these organisms thrive. They just multiply within hours when the oxygen's increased. So in this filter, I have oxygen powered, air powered filtration, which still has a lot of flow. If you want to say that's all the reason why there's oxygen, there's that plus the bubbles, depending on how you think about it. And I also have an air stone. Let me get the light on it. An air stone behind the mat and filter to give them microorganisms more oxygen. Now, I just did this today, this part, the air stone. This will give more oxygen to those microorganisms. Hopefully they'll multiply and have a big effect on this aquarium. So the big takeaway from this is, hey, we don't know as much as we should about the aquarium, because there's certain companies that sell things that talked about the nitrifying bacteria. There's what we've been taught in our books from other hobbyists about the nitrifying bacteria, but we don't know as much about the Archaea. And they're the living organisms that break down the waste in your filter. So when you're thinking about a filter, setting up a new aquarium, I would suggest doing some research on the Archaea and you know, maybe you'll come up with a different idea, maybe not, but your knowledge base is going to be increased. And then eventually, maybe, if this gets more and more out there about the Archaea, there'll actually be products where the organisms are, say, in a bottle you can buy, and you just pour it into your aquarium, and bam! Not bacteria, but the microorganisms, Archaea, and that will be what will be starting off your new tank, your new aquarium, or if you change filters or whatever. And also, maybe there'll be different filtration methods used to promote the living organisms, which I said they do better with oxygen. You know, if you got a filter that's kind of mucked up, and when you clean out your filter, whatever kind you have, and you're thinking about it, hey, is this waste getting oxygen? Think about how much oxygen it's getting. Maybe is there a way to improve your own filter, or get another filter, or whatever the case may be, just to, to think about it, to get more oxygen for this living organisms that's breaking down the waste. Now, if you listen to this far, I know you're interested in the Archaea. I know you're thinking, hey, I've never heard about it. As soon as I get through this video, I'm going to Google it, see what kind of articles come up. You may have to, use different search engines, go to different forums. There's information out there. It's not as much as other things, but it's out there. And these are scientists. They're not just, people like me. Yeah, I'm in the hobby for a long time, but I'm not a scientist. We might think we are because we've got fish for 30 years, but we're not scientists. I mean, we do some research on our own, but hey, we got to stick to the people that are looking under microscopes, that it's their career, it's how they make their money, it's their passion, to look for little organisms. Because I'm not going to get a microscope out and look for an organism in my filter. I'm not going to do that. Some of you might. I don't know how powerful the microscope has to be to see them. But there's research out there, plenty of articles. Look at it. I know you're going to enjoy just picking up some new information, because I just recently heard about this not too long ago, because I was talking about my Matin filter, and not specifically this one, but a Matin filter, and a viewer gave me some information, talked about Archaea, very nice, gave me links. So, I don't have any specific links you have to go to, but you might want to look at several of them, because I looked at several of them over the past few days, and it's good to look at all of them. And it basically states what I've said. They're organisms, they're doing the job, not the bacteria. So that's just kind of mind-blowing to some people. People are going to say, I don't believe it, but all you have to do is, boom, research it, look at it, decide for yourself. I'm not a scientist, but those people are. So they're saying, yep, it's what does the breakdown of your waste. So we all need to learn in the hobby what that is, what we can do to improve the numbers of these organisms. Oxygen is one of them. We need to have more talk about it. We need to get it going in the hobby. We need to get it out there. The information out there. This is just a short video, and it's kind of getting your interest churned up. Do your own research, do your own video, get some talk going, talk about it on Facebook, get the information going. You probably will be shot down at first, because we're all been taught it's been bacteria that breaks down everything. But once you do your research, you'll understand that, hey, These are little creatures that are living in there, in your filter and in your aquarium. How can I increase their numbers? What can I do? Is it going to be beneficial to me? And you're going to say, yes, 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 I can do this. At least I know the information now. So I'm a more educated hobbyist, and I want to tell my buddies about it. So, woo! Thanks again for watching Ricky Kennedy Cichlids. Till next time, woo!